I've just come on live. I was expecting another prompt to say that I'm live, but I think I'm live now. So, g'day. This wasn't planned, but I got to the beach with my family and the dog, and it was just looking so beautiful, and I really felt like Holy Spirit's going to have a word for us. So, first I thought I'd give you an update this morning. So what's the time? Must be around about 4 p.m. here in Tasmania, and this morning I was doing the first conference call. We had a test run a couple of days ago, and then this was our first actual conference call, and the topic was praying in tongues. We had some people there who had been praying in tongues for some time, and then someone there who hadn't been praying in tongues yet, and so we could all share our stories and experiences and do some praying about that as well as some praying in tongues. And I feel like it was really successful. Holy Spirit imparted a few things while we were there. I'm just going to show you the scenery here. No, Louise, I'm live, so I can't chat, sweetie. Thank you. Just so blessed by this location. Who's on that aggressive beauty? Of course you are. How are you? And so Holy Spirit was just highlighting how important these conference calls are going to be, and that he's connecting people all around the world, and that he gave me the impression that there'll be little breakaway groups. So as people meet on these conference calls, then they will start to build up their own networks with other people who they're meeting through the conference calls. And the other thing he was showing me is that what we learn and what we teach each other during the conference calls is going to trickle out into the wider community. Another really important thing that he shared. I'm so glad that you're good. Yeah, we're doing really well here. I had a bit of a testing week, a little bit of fear and anxiety, and God just kept sending different messengers from different places, sending me reassurance. He spoke through songs a lot. He even had my Mac start playing a song for me accidentally, and it's the Mac's been set up the same way for something like 10 years, and this is the first time it's ever done what it did, and just played this really comforting and reassuring song. And then he's shown me that he's placed me in really good hands as well, so that's awesome. Sorry, I keep walking faster than my family, and I'm trying to keep them off camera because I think that's good practice with our children. So that was to answer your question. Yeah, Holy Spirit was showing me that, say you've got 5 people meeting in one of the conference calls, what will happen is that different people will articulate things differently, and then when God puts different people before us, sort of as disciples, people that we can teach about God to, we won't only be able to access our own voice, but we'll also be able to think back to those conference calls and go, oh well, Jane Doe articulated it this way, and I can see that will really suit that person. And so by networking through that and just hearing different people articulate different things different ways, also the testimonies that we share and our experiences of God, how God works, that we'll be able to share those with more people. And so we won't be only sharing our own style, our own voice and our own experiences and testimonies, but we'll be able to reach out to more people because we'll be able to sort of borrow from each other's voices so that we can reach out to people who otherwise might not be sort of switched on by the way we share our experiences and the way we speak and the experiences that we've had. I'm just going to check in with Holy Spirit and see if he wants to say anything else today. I'm hoping to save this file when I hang up, but I haven't done that successfully yet, so this video might get lost after Instagram deletes it, but we'll see how it goes. Holy Spirit. I'll just give you some scenery to look at while I see if Holy Spirit comes down and gives us a message. Oh, look at this, we've got some people paddleboarding. So it always sounds it always, sorry, the dog needs a plastic bag to clean up. So one of my girls is, sorry, you just saw way too much of my face. Okay, just dealt with the dog, dealt with the kids. Holy Spirit was coming in. He was saying he's bringing us into divine alignment. He's actually bringing Pauline Harding, I think it's pronounced, to mind. So if you haven't checked out her ministry, she's Luke Harding's mother, and her name is spelt, I think it's P-A-H-L-I-N-E Harding, or it might be P-A-H-R or R-H. There's an H in there though, that's definite. I'm not sure about the R. And yeah, she's definitely anointed. In fact, there's a lot of congruence between what God reveals to her and what he reveals to me. So, yeah, I suspect that people who he sent to my ministry will also get a lot of value from hers. And Holy Spirit says there's not too much crossover. And he says, I'm bringing you into alignment. And he's showing me, he's using the colours that are out there. He's showing me like a big yellow star and a big red star. And he says, you're all different. I bring diversity to the table, but you will recognise something common in each other. And he's referring to the viewers, to my audience, who God refers to as remnant. And that's not the first time you've heard me say that. And he's saying, I want you to connect. These connections are imperative. And he's showing me that he's been laying the groundwork for a very long time. And it means that these connections can actually be built up strongly, rapidly. So we've laid down all the foundation. We've got the internet networks together, and he's set up the YouTube channels. And then he's going to use the existing infrastructure and the existing ministries to connect us all, very much to support one another, and so that we can all learn from each other really, really quickly. All right, I'm going to leave it at that, and I'll see. I'll try to do another video tonight, but I do have a live organised for in about 27 hours, and I hope to see you then. Thanks for joining me, Aggressive Beauty. Sending lots of love your way. Bye.